Since you spoke of our neighbor in the east, Sheikh Hasina is in India and in this
But by the way, that wasn't the neighbor in the east I had. I had one for...
I'm saying, I'm talking about is in India, and so far we've held off all pressure that's being made by Dhaka to send her back to face trial. How do you see Delhi's relationship with Dhaka play out, given the fact that you've got one very key political player and those in power at the moment have a very different view on her?
Well, you know, what we heard was that people in Bangladesh, particularly those who are now in power, had an issue with how the elections were conducted earlier. Now, you know, this is not our issue. We are a well-wishing neighbor. Now, if the issue was the election, then you would imagine that the first order of business would be to do a fair election, which has, hopefully something would, election would happen soon. It's their business. But at the end of the day, if the entire issue was about fair elections, then it makes sense that elections are held. So as far as we are concerned, we wish Bangladesh well. We think as a democratic country, any democratic country likes to see the will of the people ascertained through a democratic process. And, I'm quite confident that whatever comes out of the democratic process would have a balanced and mature view about the relationship, and hopefully things would improve.
And Sheikh Hasina is welcome to stay for as long as she wants?
Well, that's a different issue, isn't it? I mean, she came here in a certain circumstance, and I think that circumstance clearly is a factor in what happens to her. But again, that is something in which she has to make up her mind.